Hello and welcome to Connect, the weekly podcast for the California MBA, featuring one-on-one interviews with movers and shakers in the mortgage industry. I'm Susan Milazzo, CEO of the California MBA, and very happy that you can join us today. Before I get to today's guest, I'd like to thank our 2023 President's Council sponsors for their tremendous financial support this year to support our advocacy efforts and everything that we do on behalf of the real estate finance industry. So those companies this year in our President's Council are AmeriHome, ArchMI, Consolidated Analytics, Funding Shield, Guild Mortgage, Accelerate, Rocket Mortgage, and Western Alliance Bank. Thank you all so much for your support for the California MBA this year. And that brings me to today's guest. I'm very happy to welcome Darshana Shetty with Truv. Darshana, welcome.
Thank you, Susan. Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Yeah, thank you. Love to kind of get started with a little bit of background and tell us how, give us a little bit of background of yourself and how you got started at Truv.
Sure. I'm Darshana. I lead all of product here. I'm head of product here at Truv. Been with Truv about 2 years now. It's interesting how I got involved. Our CEO happens to be a good friend of mine, Kirill Klokov, and as he started the company, he needed some help, and that's kind of how I got involved. And at the time, Truv was called Citadel ID. We rebranded, and now we call it Truv. But back then, when I was involved, I was helping part-time, and my core goal was to find product market fit. And prior to that, I was with PayPal, Venmo, Afterpay, all doing B2C products, direct to consumers.
Right.
And it was my first interaction, kind of talking to lenders, talking to bank, talking to credit union. And there was a repeat pattern that really caught me interested. And that was lenders, banks, and credit unions, they were looking for alternate solutions to verifying income and employment. And they needed something which was instant, accurate, and cost-effective. But in the industry, there was no such solutions at that time. So that's kind of how Truv came to being. We came up with our core product, which is income and employment verification product. And we partner with lenders and banks and credit unions. That's our core use case. And over the period of time, we've launched insurance verification, asset verification, a lot of different use cases. And typically lenders embed us into their workflow, and we get them very complete, concise, accurate data so they can make confident decisions on their end.
Wonderful, wonderful. So can you tell us a little bit about the use cases that Truv solves for lenders?
Absolutely. So like I mentioned, our core use case is income and employment verification, where you can verify the borrowers, all of the employment details, how much do they make. We bring data in terms of like deductions, earnings, so lenders can do the debt to income ratio calculation on their end and make the analysis if they want to issue the loan. We also help them with asset verification. This is a new product that we just launched. We piloted with a few lenders as we speak. So essentially you can connect your bank accounts and lenders can get that information on how much assets do you have, how many savings accounts do you have, what is the money that you have, what are the collaterals that you have. Additionally, we also do insurance verification, which we launched last year, end of last year, where lenders can get instant access to all of the insurance details for the borrower against the collateral that they're trying to buy. So it was very manual and archaic processes, and now we are trying to do it in a different fashion where we partner with lenders, obviously, but we also keep consumers in the loop, and they authenticate into those systems and provide access to this data.
Wonderful, wonderful. Of course, 2023 was the most challenging year lenders have had in quite some time. Talk to us a little bit about how Truv is working with their customers to meet the challenges of today's market.
For sure. So Truv is an open finance platform. What does that mean, right? You can connect we've taken open banking to the next level. And not only can you connect your bank account, but you can connect your payroll, insurance, you can get your tax details, different types of accounts can be connected, and you can, as a consumer, you can get access to all of those data to achieve a goal, right? And Truv accesses the data by partnering with consumers. So consumers are in the loop, and we bring them, and based on what type of consumer they are, we handhold them through that experience and take them to the appropriate data source. It could be payroll, if you're a W-2 employee. If you're a self-employed person, then we'll ask you to connect your tax prep software. If you have to connect your assets, then you ask you to connect your bank accounts. Different experiences based on the type of consumer, and we support, people getting benefits. We support gig employees. So you could be working at a Uber or or DoorDash. It doesn't matter. Lenders will still be able to assess you and look at you the same way that they would do for any other consumer, right? And we leverage Dodd-Frank Act, Section 1033, that regulates consumer access to their financial data. In short, we cut out the middleman, such as the instant database aggregators, and partner with consumers and our customers, which is lenders, banks, and credit unions directly. So essentially what we're trying to achieve is making verification of income and employment much more affordable than instant databases, right? Now, if you look at 2023, right, there was a lot of, interest rates are all-time high, right? And based on this, the production volume fell for 2022. It was, I think, about 4.9 billion loans per company in 2021. It fell to a 2.6 billion per company in 2022. Same thing, right? In terms of basis points, the average production loss also took a hit. So 2021, it was about 82 basis points, and now it's about 13, right? So across the board, there is a hit, and lenders are taking a hit. So what we are trying to do is make it more cost efficient for our partners. And that's how we are partnering with lenders and saving on instant verification databases and reducing dependencies on manual verifications. So they still get accurate data, which they can use to underwrite with confidence, but at the same time, they're not spending as much to get access to that data. So save hundreds of dollars for each closed loans, speed up time to make the decisions, having higher pull-through rates from application to funded loans. These are some things that Truv can help with our partners.
Wow, lenders are definitely looking for ways to save money on the cost of origination alone. That's fantastic. There's so much technology that's available to lenders now, though. How does Truv set themselves apart from their competitors?
Truv is first and foremost an open finance platform. We are the only provider in the market that can solve for income and employment verification, asset verification, verification of insurance, also document upload, all at a fraction of the cost. So we are not just a vendor in the solution, but we also are a growth partner. And as a tech company, we work closely with our customers, which is lenders, to address any feedback that they may have and help them accelerate their business. They also reduce cost on the implementation because they're not going to multiple vendors, and we are able to provide much higher coverage in terms of who all can complete their verification and higher pull-throughs because we've been focusing on the core use case, which is mortgage and lending use case for the past 3 years.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So Truv has been involved with our association for a couple of years now. I know you're been at the Mortgage Innovators Conference for a couple of years. You're on our mortgageinnovators.com website. Anyone that's looking for all technology solutions in the industry can visit Mortgage Innovators. We really appreciate the support that we've gotten from Truv. Can you share why the company, chooses to support an organization like the California MBA?
Absolutely. I think it's a really tough period of time that the mortgage lenders are going through today, right? And we are here to help reduce cost and accelerate growth. We also believe that innovation needs to happen across the board, and a lot of the ways of underwriting the loans are pretty archaic, and we want to help in that, be the leader in that disruption and bring technology as a solution to drive innovation. Our mission is to put the data back in the hands of consumers, and by supporting organizations such as CMBA, we can accelerate that mission, provide lenders the right tools to make confident decisions in a cost-efficient manner, and allow for more borrowers to buy their dream homes. So it's a two-part goal for us, and we are on that path to execute that goal. And CMBA helps us, with better reach. You're very well connected with the mortgage industry, and we're happy to partner and take this to the next level with you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And Darshana, thank you for being on Connect. It's been a pleasure to get to know you a little better.
Thank you, Susan. Thanks for having me.
And thanks to all of you for joining us on today's Connect podcast episode. To access any of our past episodes, you can follow us on our YouTube channel. We're also available on SoundCloud, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. That's it for this week, and we'll see you next time on Connect.